Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a poor laborer. Every day, from sunrise to sunset, he toiled in the fields, digging up soil, loading it onto his faithful donkey, and selling it to earn a meager living. Though life was hard, he was content, never desiring more than what his simple hands could earn. One day, as he dug into the earth, his spade struck something hard. Curious, he bent down and picked up a stone. No, not just any stone. It shimmered under the sunlight, casting a dazzling glow. The laborer had never seen anything like it. But to him, it was just a pretty rock. He wiped it clean and, without a second thought, tied it around his donkey's neck as an ornament. Days passed, and the laborer continued his routine, unaware of the fortune dangling before his eyes. One afternoon, as he walked through the village, a wealthy merchant caught sight of the glowing stone swaying from the donkey's neck. The light reflecting from it made his heart skip a beat. He rushed toward the laborer and asked eagerly, "What is this sparkling thing around your donkey's neck?" The laborer shrugged. "Oh, this? Just a shiny stone I found while digging. Nothing special." The merchant's mind raced. The stone was exquisite. It had a luster unlike anything he had ever seen. He knew it had to be valuable but assumed the laborer was unaware of its worth. Seeing an opportunity, he smiled and said, "It's quite beautiful. I like it. Would you sell it to me for, say, 50 rupees?" The laborer, who never had much money, thought for a moment. 50 rupees was a decent sum for a mere stone. With a nod, he agreed, handing over the diamond in exchange for the money. Pleased with his bargain, the merchant took the stone and hung it on his shop's weighing scale, where it caught the attention of every passerby. Customers admired its beauty, marveling at its brilliance. But still, no one knew its true worth. One day, a jeweler happened to visit the shop. As his eyes scanned the store, they stopped abruptly on the stone. His heart pounded. He stepped closer, examining it carefully. His experienced eye recognized its brilliance instantly. It was not just any stone. It was a priceless diamond. Feigning indifference, he turned to the merchant and asked, "That's an interesting ornament. Where did you get it?" The merchant chuckled. "Oh, that? A laborer sold it to me for 50 rupees. Just a shiny stone." The jeweler's mind whirled. He had to have it. "Would you be willing to sell it to me?" he asked. The merchant, sensing profit, smirked. "Of course. Give me 100 rupees, and it's yours." The jeweler, though wealthy, was a stingy man. He frowned, pretending to be unimpressed. 100 rupees? That's too much. I'll give you 80. The merchant, firm in his decision, refused to lower his price. 100 rupees or nothing. The jeweler hesitated. He believed if he waited a day, he could bargain and get it for less. "Fine," he said. "I'll come back tomorrow." And with that, he left, convinced the merchant would agree to a lower price the next day. That evening, fate played its hand. A traveler, another jeweler from a distant town, passed through the village. His car broke down near the merchant's shop. While waiting for repairs, he wandered inside, and immediately noticed the gleaming stone. His trained eye recognized its worth in an instant. Barely containing his excitement, he turned to the merchant. "How much for that stone?" The merchant, surprised by the sudden interest, repeated, 100 rupees. Without hesitation, the traveler reached into his pocket, pulled out the money, and handed it over. The next morning, the first jeweler returned, eager to strike his deal. He looked around and frowned. The stone was gone. "Where is the stone?" he asked urgently. The merchant smiled. "Oh, after you left, another gentleman came and bought it for 100 rupees. The jeweler's face turned pale. His heart sank. "You fool!" he cried. "That wasn't just a shiny stone. That was a priceless diamond. And you let it go for 100 rupees? The merchant's smile faded, a slow realization crept upon him. But instead of despair, he laughed a deep, knowing laugh. "Ah, but sir," he said, "I did not know its value." "You did. And yet, you hesitated, you argued, and in the end, you lost it over a mere 20 rupees. So tell me, who is the real fool?" The jeweler's face burned with regret, but it was too late. The diamond was gone. This story teaches us 3 important lessons. Be mindful of where you are stingy. Saving money is wise, but when greed clouds your judgment, you might lose something priceless. Opportunities do not wait. If you keep delaying decisions, thinking you're too clever, you might lose the best chances of your life. The right time is always now. As the old saying goes, do tomorrow's work today and today's work now. Waiting might cost you more than you expect. And so, the diamond was lost to those who hesitated, proving that sometimes wisdom is worth far more than gold.